Hi everyone, I hope you've had a lovely weekend and you're ready to start our week again thinking about subtraction. So we did lots of work around subtraction last week, and this is another method that we can use using our number line. But first we're just going to have a quick recap of things that we've been learning. So first of all, what is 1 less than 2? So if you've got 2, what number comes before 2? It is 1. Well done. What is this number? Take away this number. Have a little think. So look at this number, then this number, and then take that number away from that one. It is 5. Take away 4 gives us 1. Another answer of 1. If 9 take away 3 equals 6, then 9 take away 6 equals 3, doesn't it? Because if we know this number fact, remember, we can move our numbers around to make another fact, but just make sure that it makes sense depending on where your takeaway and your equal sign is and where the whole and parts go. Well done. Does anybody know what this is called? Give you a little bit of a clue at the beginning to tell you what we were looking at today. It's called a number line, and that's what we're going to look at today. So let's learn. Number tracks. Number tracks can look like this. They can look like the one before. They can look like lots of different things, but we're going to use this number track at the minute to help us. So let's count backwards from 5 to 1. Are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And can you see I've added some little jumps on the top because that's what's going to help us with our number tracks today. You might find it a little bit difficult, but what I've tried to do is leave a number track on the screen with the question, so hopefully you can use your finger to jump instead. If your grown-up wants to write you a number line, or I have put one on tapestry that maybe you can print out if you're able to, then you can do that, but just use your finger to jump on the screen if not. There's lots of ways that we can work around not having a number line in front of us. But the idea, and we've done it in class, haven't we, with our addition, we've jumped on, but this time we're going to jump backwards because we're subtracting, so the number's going to get less. We're all familiar with a number line because we've done it before. So how many jumps have I done? So I've counted backwards from 5 to 1. Now I need to count the jumps. Now remember, the jumps are the arrows. So I'm going to just count the arrows. I'm not going to count the numbers. I'm going to just count the arrows. So I've done 1 jump, 2 jumps, 3 jumps, 4 jumps. I've done 4 jumps. 2, 3, 4. So then I know that 5 take away 4 must equal 1 because I've jumped from 5 to 1 and I've done 4 jumps. I hope that makes sense. So this is a little bit of a trickier way around it, okay? Because what we might do now, and we'll probably do some more of this tomorrow, is we'll do 5 take away however many jumps gives us our answer. But this just helps us show our method of number tracks. So let's have a look at our number line. So here's a different one as well. So subtraction can mean counting back. So let's do 10 take away 6. So if you want to, see if you can have a go, pause the video. If not, just keep playing it and I'll show you what to do if you're still a little bit unsure. But pause the video if you want to have a go. 10 take away 6. So what number are we going to start at? Yeah, we're going to start at number 10, aren't we? Because our subtraction sentence says 10. And how many jumps are we going to do? 6. Now, we've got to be careful because remember, we don't start counting on the number that we say. Our first jump is when we jump and we go 1 and we land on that next number. Because if you count this number, then you'll get the answer wrong. So, for example, I'll just pop my pen on and I will show you. Oh, let's just go back a minute. Just pop a pen on. There we go. So if I started here and I'm going to take away 6 and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the answer is 5. However, let's just pop a different colour on. If I started jumping here and then went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I get 2 different answers. So I've got to remember that the blue one is the correct one because we do not count the number that we start on. We start there and then when we jump and we get to the next number, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I hope that makes sense. So let's see if Miss Creaser can delete all that. There we go. That worked out well. I'll put my laser pointer back on. Right, so 10 take away 6. Let's have a look. So 10, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it does, it lands on 4. So Miss Creaser's second attempt was right, because remember, we don't start counting on this number, we count as we go. So well done if you managed to do that. So have a think. How can we use a number line to do 8 take away 3? So you have a go. I've just shown you the way, or some of you might have done it yourself. But have a go at this one. Pause the video, off you go. So we're going to do 8 take away 3. So we're going to start at 8, and we're going to go take away 3. So 1, 2, 3. So the answer is 5. Fantastic. Right, this time we're going to start at 7. I'm going to do 1, 2. Oh, what would my number sentence be then? Have a little think. This is a little bit tricky, this one, isn't it? I've done it a different way. What would my number sentence be for this picture? So I'll give you a clue. I've started at 7. I've done 2 jumps and I've landed on 5. So what would my number sentence be? It would be 7 take away 2 equals 5. Well done if you said that, guys. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. 6 take away 4. What does that equal? Off you go. So Tiny is saying, I can count back 4. So what you've done is you've already done it. If you haven't, pause the video and have a go. Because Tiny thinks he can count back 4 from 6. Are we ready? Let's see. 6, 5, 4, 3. He thinks the answer's 3. I wonder if you got the same answer. I don't think you will have done, because I think Tiny's made a mistake. What mistake has he made? See if you can tell you're grown up. He started counting at 6, isn't he? He's made that terrible mistake that we talked about at the beginning. You cannot count the number that it says here. He hasn't counted his jumps. Let's see if Tiny can do it again. Look, the little boy's telling him, remember to count 4 jumps. So let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer is 2. Well done if you managed to get that. See, we can show Tiny how to do it. Right, let's have a go at this one. Try it again, Tiny. Okay, I will. 7 take away 4. So you have a quick go before Tiny does. Let's see if Tiny gets it right as well. But pause the video and you have a go first. So 7 take away 4. So we're going to start at 7, take 4 away, but we don't count 7, do we? We count our first jump. So are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is 3. So what Tiny did was he counted 6, 5, 4, 3, because he knew he had to say 4 numbers. And he went 6, 5, 4, 3, and here. But I find it easier, and it's different people and how we all work, to just jump 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, and then I know the answer's 3. So well done. Okay, so I want you to have a look at this one. So I've done the jumps for you. What would the subtraction be? So what number have I started with? How many jumps have I done? And what have I ended up with? See if you can work out the subtraction calculation to match. So it is, let me get my pen on again. It is 8 take away 7 equals 1. Well done if you got that right, because I've started at 8. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jumps, and I've ended up at 1. So my answer is 1. So well done if you managed to do that. Let's have a look at the next one then. 10 take away 8. So pause the video and have a go at this one. So remember, I'm going to start at 10 and I'm going to take away 8. But I must count my first jump, not my first number. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm not quite sure what happened with my pen there. So my answer is 2. Well done if you managed to do that. It is quite tricky, isn't it, for you drawing on them, but hopefully you've found a way that works for you whilst you're at home. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. So if you want to keep practicing on a number line, if you've got one at home, or if you can put one on the screen and your grown-ups can do some more for you, fantastic. A little bit of an extra challenge for you there. But I'm sure you did brilliantly. Take care, everybody.